Shalom Akim, my name's called Yah. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahawah, Ba'asham, Yahawashi. Double honors to our elders and apostles who rule Great Millstone well. And Shalom to all you Akim pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the whole earth. May you brothers endure until the end. Shalom. I'm going to start with Isaiah 14 and 1. For Yahawah will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. Israel, there's 12 tribes of Israel: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And Jacob was the first name before it was changed to Israel, the forefather of the children of Israel. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahawah, for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay? Who oppresses the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian? All right? We have many oppressors. First, starting with Esau, Edomites, which are the so-called white people. Edomites, Caucasians. And then that also falls with all the other not lost tribes, but all the other heathens that are joined with Esau, the Edomites, so-called Caucasian, and profiting for our suffering. That's why Orientals like Chinese, Vietnamese, all these other nations, they rule in America over the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. Okay? And so it says, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So Psalms 83, verse 2, it says, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. And they have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that's exactly where we're at today. Nobody remembers that they're no Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian right off the bat know that they're Israelite. They have to be taught. Okay, they have to be brought back to remembrance through the Spirit of Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarnis, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, Selah. And that's because all the other nations are against us, against the children of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian. Okay? So let's go back to Isaiah 14, verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that Yahawah shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve. And why are we made to serve this hard bondage? It's Deuteronomy, let's get 28. And it says here, 28, Deuteronomy 28:45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. So because we broke the commandments, which is sin, we are put in this hellhole, this slavery, this form of slavery, which we're in servitude to our enemies. Verse 46, and they shall come up, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Meaning, they're supposed to be on you as a mark of who you are and as a sign and as a wonder. And you should be wondering, why is it like this? All right. Also, it's going to be on your children. Your children are going to be under the same curses. Verse 47. Because thou servest not Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Meaning, you're not happy to do his commandments. You see his commandments, laws, and statutes and judgments as a burden, even as incorrect or wrong. So that's why you're in this state of slavery. Therefore, verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which Yahawah shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Okay, let's get back to Isaiah 14, and we will go back to verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased. And America is that golden city, and it's actually became the oppressor to the world. Okay, let's get Revelation 18. It says here, we'll start at 18:1, Revelation 18:1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people. Who is his people? Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. So he's saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. And what is sin? Sin is transgression of the law, breaking the commandments. And that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and power hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she filleth, which she hath filled to her double. See? So America is going to get double. All these Edomites, Caucasians, you're going to get double for what you've done. All right? And if you think just because you think you didn't do it, well, there's a scripture we could go to, which is Isaiah 14:21. It says, Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahawah of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith Yahawah. I will also make it a possession for the bittern. And if you know what America means, it means bitter. For the bittern and pools of water. And I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahawah of hosts. Okay, which a besom means a broom, and a bittern, it says porcupine. So let's see what that means. Verse 23, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with a besom of destruction, saith Yahawah of hosts. The Yahawah, which goes back to Revelation 18, that precepts with what he's talking about. Revelation 9:18. It says, right here, verse 2, Revelation 18, verse 2. And And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. And that's what it says on that Isaiah 14, where it says on verse 23, I will also make it a possession for the bittern, which goes to, it says here, to porcupine, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction. Besom means broom. What is that? That's that thermal fire that's coming through, thermonuclear fire, saith Yahawah of hosts. 24. Yahawah of hosts hath sworn, saying, Surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have proposed, so shall it stand, that I will break the Assyrian in my land, and upon my mountains tread him under foot. Then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. This is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. For Yahawah of hosts hath proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? And who's his hand? That's Yahawashi. Yahawashi is seated at the right hand of the Father. And when he returns, that's what he's saying. Verse 27, For Yahawah of hosts hath proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Meaning Yahawashi is coming no matter what. No matter what. It doesn't matter if you cry, pray, it doesn't matter. He's coming, and he's coming for vengeance. Just like it was talking about paying them back. Here's another verse, Psalms 137, verse 7. Remember, O Yahawah, the children of Edom, which is the forefather. Edom means red. The forefather of the Edomites was Esau. Edom, or Edomites, is the so-called Caucasian race. Edom being red. In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, meaning to destroy it is what they're saying, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Okay, let's get one more script and then we'll cut out from there. And I pray in Yahawah Hashem Yahawashi that this is edifying for you. Let me see. It's right here. Zechariah 14:1. Behold, the day of Yahawah cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem. And Jerusalem represents all the 12 tribes of Israel, which goes back to the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indian, to battle. And the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravaged. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall Yahawah go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of battle. And his feet shall stand that day upon the Mount of Olives, which is before Jerusalem on the east, and the Mount of Olives shall